I am Professor Ravinder Kaur, Department of Public Administration, Osmania University, Hyderabad. The essential features of coordination. We have a few essential features of coordination. What are they? First of all, it is one of the principal functions of management. Fayol has attached importance to it. Gallick has attached importance to it. Gallick not only mentions about coordination general, but he also talks about coordination through committees. So, it is one important principal function of management. Secondly, it is a perpetual process in the organizational management. It is a perpetual process. We cannot ignore it. It has to be there. It is a never-ending and a continuous process. We cannot say that if one day coordination has been brought about, next day there is no need of coordination. It is a continuous process. It is a never-ending process. Continuously, the management is responsible for bringing about coordination. Coordination may be there whenever we have to refer, whenever we are trying to integrate the efforts of different individuals in the organization. So it is a part of integration also. And lastly, coordination is a group effort. It is a group effort. No person can work individually or independently. They have to work in a group to achieve the organizational goals. That is why coordination is essential. It also refers to united action to achieve the objectives of the organization. As I already said, no individual is solely responsible for the performance of a particular task. It is a group effort, it is a collective effort, and the main aim is to achieve the goals of the organization. The mission is to see that the organization is a successful organization. For this, every individual's efforts have to be directed towards achievement of these goals. There are different elements of cooperation. Let us discuss about the elements of coordination. First is cooperation, second is good human relations, third is understanding, and fourth is communication. A little details about this. Cooperation. We have already discussed about the story of the boy where there was no cooperation at all. But one of the most important element of coordination is cooperation. All the individuals working in the organization have to cooperate with each other. It is a cooperative endeavor to realize the organizational goals. Even if one person in the organization does not cooperate, his part of the work is left incomplete, and that is going to affect the functioning of the organization. So cooperation is very important. We can say that cooperation is the first step in bringing about coordination. Our cooperation is essential. Good human relations is the second important aspect. Until and unless you do not have good human relations, it becomes very difficult to achieve organizational goals. In our day-to-day lives also, we see that human relations have to be maintained. If we do not maintain human relations, there will be some amount of pressure on the individuals. Now, people, when they go to the offices, and if they are not able to maintain contacts with their peer group or with their subordinates or with their superior officers, They feel completely neglected, out of place. They feel that they are being ignored. It leads to frustration. It leads to lack of interest amongst them, and then they do not do the work. So human relations is very, very important. Good human relations, this particular point has also been mentioned by Elton Mayo when he talks about the informal organizations. Chester Bernard also mentions about the informal organizations, and Mayo's initial experiments have shown that human relations help in improving the performance of the individuals in the organization. Understanding, the third important element of coordination. Understanding and mutual trust are very important. The superior officer, or we can say the chief executive or the manager, he should understand the potentialities of his subordinates. He should understand their capacities. He should know who is capable of doing which type of work, and accordingly assign the tasks to them. When the subordinates understand the nature of their superior officer, they will also go all out in completing the task. So understanding each other is very, very important. And last, communication is an important element of coordination. See, if communication is there, proper communication in the organization is there, naturally the work can be done faster. If the chief executive is sitting in his chambers and if he is status conscious, if he is not giving proper instructions to his subordinates, the work will not be done. And if the subordinates also do not communicate with each other, it becomes difficult. So for coordination to be effective, we say that communication should also be there. Communication will help in bringing about better coordination in the organization.